Good morning. So, did the tea change the human race? This is the big question, to me it is. I'm constantly looking for confirmations, because I believe it did, see. I'm not talking about miscarriages or young men getting heart attacks. I'm talking about the organism of humans. Something happened to the humans when they drank the tea. Right, and I'll talk about this. First, I want to say something about Australia. Because Alex Berenson, this guy, I trust this guy. He's a former New York Times reporter. He talks about Australia and he says, Australia has quietly stopped recommending the tea for almost everyone under 50. Quietly, yeah, I looked for it, I couldn't find it. I'm sure it's there, the information. Maybe you know about it. Please tell me about this, if you can comment. Right? So, if it's true, which I think it is, what does it mean? Well, maybe it means that they are in full control, they are in total tune with science. They know what to do in Australia. Or is it maybe that they are scared now? They are shitting themselves because they see what's happening with the people. That they forced to drink the tea. They forced them to take it. And now something is happening to the people of Australia. And now they know it and they are scared. So they stopped recommending it. Maybe that's why. Alright, so now this. I was reading this from Dr. Naomi Wolf. I like her. She's very courageous and she's a feminist, which makes me more interested in her, actually. Now, people that are not what they are supposed to be, or they are doing something they are not supposed to do, it makes me interested. So she's a feminist and she's talking a lot about the tea, of course. I'm sure you know this lady. This American lady. And she's talking about this and it confirmed my ideas. It's very, very good. She's talking about LNPs. This is lipid nanoparticles. Lipid, I think it means that they are not soluble by water. That's my understanding of it. And these particles are in the tea. LNPs, right? So she says, LNPs in the tea, that is keeping me up at nights, feeling that the dystopia on Earth has now fully arrived. And the reasons for that includes questions that border on the metaphysical, as the LNPs, it seems to me, are able to negatively affect the very essence of our humanity. It's exactly what I'm talking about. What's going on with people after taking the tea? I've seen it myself, especially when I meet purebloods. Then you see the difference. Purebloods are much more alive. This is my experience. This is my observations. Yeah. So she says they are able to negatively affect the very essence of our humanity. She means that things changed in 2021. A change with the people. And apparently she lives in Manhattan, or on Manhattan, right? She says, Manhattan, the overall energy is gone. I noticed the mojo, the sexual energy of Manhattan's crowds was gone as well. She's talking about rhythms of people who's crossing one another's paths was like a flirtatious dance earlier. There was a beat to the city, the human beat of sexuality and creativity and joy. Now people barely look at each other. That dance of attraction, that flash of flirtation, that sideways glance that the streets of Manhattan always yielded between passing strangers, and have done since the city began. The play of sexuality itself was so subdued or diluted as to be hard to sense or see at all. And she says many described their loved ones being altered in some indefinable ways after they had the tea. People have spoken to me in distress about how they can't seem to feel the physical presence of their loved ones. See? So it confirms my thoughts. Something happened to the people when they had the tea. And now they constantly encourage them to take more and more of it. Right. Are people turning into some zombie-like creatures? Or more zombie-like, sort of? Yeah, I definitely notice it when I meet the purebloods. Because they are now so different. You see? What do you think? What are your observations on this subject? Are people around you changing? Do you see a difference between the purebloods and the tea drinkers? Is it becoming more obvious? I'm very interested to hear about this. All right. Be good.